what is up? This is going up on the YouTube channel, and I thought I would do a car vlog. As I think, like, YouTube, it's okay that you're driving. I am safe. I have a seatbelt on and everything, but I want to talk about building community, and because, well, first off, I want to start off. I did last night suffer a symptom from my ADHD, and it was rejection sensitivity dysphoria. And what it is that you are more sensitive to rejection than the atypical person, because when we get rejected, we actually feel like our whole world is falling apart. Unlike an atypical person would, like, take the time, process it, and move on. And actually, I kind of did it as what an atypical person would do. I actually processed the feeling and I moved on. And also, I was also processing, like, a lot last night that I can build my own community, because my goal is to build community that is safe and that people feel safe to share their thoughts and opinions without feeling judged, or without, like, somebody flying off the handle and starting an argument. Because I feel like on social media, I'm going to, like, shout out, I don't care, especially on TikTok. I don't know if you ever been to Debate Talk. If you are really triggered and sensitive, don't. I just, like, feel like people argue in the sake of arguing. And so last night I, like, was at home, and there was, like, this TikToker who I followed for quite some time, and no tea, no shade, like, they do have good discussions, but sometimes the topics are repetitive, and they invite pretty much people who are messy on there. And so they started the live, and I was actually one of the few people. There was, like, I was actually the first person, and there were, like, two other people. And so they invited the two other people, and then there was, like, more people coming in, and they started having more people in their panel. And I was just like, what is up? Like, I was the first person in your panel, and I just, like, don't know why I wasn't invited up, because I have thoughts and I have opinions. And and that's when the rejection sensitivity dysphoria hit, and I was just felt horrible. Like, yes, I did cry, and then, yeah, and it just, like, got me thinking of what I said, like, why don't I build my own community? And so that's what I am doing. I am building my own community, because a lot of stuff in the Black community is not talked about. Actually, I had a conversation with one of my mutuals on TikTok the other day on how Black people treat other Black people horribly, and I have experienced that. Actually, the one I vividly remember is that back in 2017, when I was doing my fashion and beauty blogging, I was invited to New York Fashion Week, and I was catching my flight from New York back to home in Seattle, And I went into a Dunkin' Donuts place, and the counter person, she was black and was completely nasty to me for no apparent reason. And I just like started crying because also like I was very sleep deprived because my flight left at like 7 in the morning. And I didn't get much sleep like prior, and I was at the airport around like 5 in the morning. And so, I was on TikTok the other day, and there's a user who is living in the car right now due to financial struggles, and she got a job now, and she's saving up for an apartment. So she had enough money, and she decided to treat herself to a hotel. And she was sharing her experience and how the counter clerk was black and was treating her like shit and was nice to the non-black people. And so I definitely want to have a discussion around that, like why black people treat other black people like shit, but they're very nice but they're kind and sweet to the white people. And it's just like you're catering to the right people. We just like don't know why. And in my opinion, I think it's a jealousy thing that they perceived us as someone who has come up, and they think that we're a snob and etc. And so like I was having this conversation with one of my followers about it, and she was sharing me her experience about like how she and her husband went to a hotel. I think they were going to a wedding or something, and how horribly that they were treated. And so I wanted to, I just definitely want to have a discussion about it. And also I wanted to have another discussion on how it was another video that I saw, and actually I did a episode on that on an upcoming podcast, which I'm going to put up soon. I'm going to edit it today. A woman who is working 3 jobs, and her partner of 7 years doesn't do anything, or never, like, every time like she asks for money, he just gets an attitude about it, and it turns into an argument. And I just like want to know, like, why are we settling? And I'm an adult, and I'm in my 40s, and I was in a relationship for 10 years, and I broke it off because I noticed myself, I was like growing and maturing, I was growing out of the relationship, and I was like really happy being single. And because being single, it makes me do a lot of thinking and a lot of processing on why do we settle ourselves in a relationship. And so I was definitely pondering that. So anyway, these discussions are going to be on my Patreon, and the reason why I am picking Patreon because if you do decide to join my Patreon, this discussion is going to be free. So if you do sign up for the free one, you will get a special link, and we can just like sit and have a discussion and feel safe about it. So anyway, that is all I have to say. I'm going to continue driving and listening to my podcast. And so I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.